I'm Andrew Levy, the co-founder and CEO of Crittercism. We're support infrastructure for mobile apps. I also have John Bruce, our head of business development here. He's back there. So before Crittercism, I was a mobile app developer. And we'd push out an app to the App Store, and inevitably it would crash. And what ended up happening is our users would leave a bad review or even uninstall the app. And what we found is that users tend to, oh, is the sound yeah, I can try the mic. Hello? Hello? Okay. So what we found was that we'd push out an app and inevitably it would crash and users would leave a bad review in the App Store. And if you look at the bad reviews in all app stores, they tend to just be support requests. It's people saying it's crashing, it doesn't work the way they expected, this button shouldn't be there. And so we made Crittercism and focused on that as our product. So what we're doing is we're bringing customer support inside of mobile apps. As a tab or a button, you can see a support forum where users can leave bugs, ideas, or questions. And we also provide instant crash reports, so you know right away when something's going wrong. What we develop is an SDK that you can easily drop into your mobile apps. We give you a few lines of code to copy and paste, and you're up and running. So I'll just show you a demo. I'm going to show you an app that was developed by a 14-year-old, and he integrated our SDK on his own, so that's how easy it is. So in this particular app, you can shoot guys that are falling down here. If I can kill them. Okay, I need to get 3 of them. Okay. Oh, the app just crashed. Okay, so as a user, normally you'd have to go to the App Store when you have a problem. And also from a developer's perspective, they get very little notice from Apple or Google or on Android if something's going wrong. So I'm going to go to our support forum that's down here. Can you guys? It's probably hard to see that in the back, but it's a list of user submissions. And as you type, so let's say I wanted a rocket launcher. That appeared in the list, so we're trying to reduce duplicates there. You can click on it, you see a thread of what other users have submitted. What we found is that it builds up a community of users within your app. They start helping each other. It really relieves a lot of the customer support burden that you normally have. You'd get a ton of emails. And by the way, you wouldn't know things like what device or platform they're on, and we provide all of that diagnostic data along with the crashes and user submissions. So I'm going to go ahead and report the problem. Crashed. Let's see. Okay, I'm just going to save it here. Okay, so it created a new thread. I'm going to flip back now to a developer's perspective. This is a different app. You can see a list of your registered apps with us. I'm going to go to crash reports. So the crash you just saw was, I should have loaded this up and refreshed it, but the crash you just saw appeared right here. You can drill down even further. So this is a view over time. You can drill down to an individual error. And then you see a stack trace. You can see some diagnostics. So in this case, it's pretty clear. But just to give you a more real-world example, here's an app that has experienced quite a few crashes. Let's see. Let's go to this one right here. So you can see this one's slowly getting worse over time. But by looking at this, you can get a quick view into what, say, the most common configuration was among your users that experienced the crash. And we also give you things like what are your monthly actives, your daily actives. You can go into your forum, so you can moderate that support forum where I submitted the crash. So I think I just said crash, then it should be. So here's the one I just submitted before. And you can go in, reply to users. An interesting example is, let's say a certain subset of your user base experienced a crash and they stopped using your app. We can let you send out a message to all of them, a push notification saying, hey, we fixed this problem. You should come back and start using the app again. So really what we're doing is we're helping you drive sales, keep users engaged, and help you out with your customer support. Thanks. Oh, yeah. There's a few things I forgot to mention. So we're in beta only for another week. We're going to be launching in a week. So if you use the beta code SVNewTech, you can get in early, and we'll give our beta users some free stuff down the line. We're also hiring, so if you're an iOS developer, let me know. I guess I'll take questions. Yeah.
Hi. I know I'm way in the back, so I'll just stand up to shout. This is really interesting to me, but I wondered in terms of how you look down the line, if you had like one or two people that you could have on your board that would be the best people on the planet, who would those people be?
If I could look down the line and see who I could have on my board, who would it be? So we'll have some exciting announcements in a week, so look out for that. But in general, it's important for us to live across platforms and to really be ubiquitous. So we want as much representatives, whether it's an OEM or an app store owner or a carrier. We really want to be as widespread as possible. So just having those contacts and being really embedded with the developer community is important. So whoever fits that profile would be ideal. Yeah.
Do you see this becoming more of a customer support alleviation rather than the actual crash alerts, considering some of the mobile scale testing products that are about to come out?
So I think it's interesting and it's important to really be able to connect the two. So actually, something let me log in real quick right here. It's interesting, for example, when you're doing customer support, to know what crashes a particular user has experienced, and to get that same diagnostic data. So we see them as tightly coupled. You can see, well, here's some of that diagnostic data I mentioned. So I did that in the simulator, and we're working to make this more powerful.
Do you expect this to be online all the time? That means you have to be on the internet connection to transmit the data to your website, or do you take it offline? You will send it in a batch, or if they connect back again?
Yeah, so we batch crashes, and we're working the form itself. You have to be online right now, but in a release very shortly down the line, we'll have offline support, so it'll cache everything and just pull in, do a merge and pull in updates.
So right now you support Apple and Android, or you support BlackBerry and other stuff too?
The iOS one has been installed over 1 million times. It's in beta, but it's pretty mature as a library. The Android one is in beta right now, and if you're interested in the Android one, just send Andrew at Crittercism.com. Send me an email. HTML5 support's coming soon, and BlackBerry or Windows will be a bit more of a business decision.
Last question. Any takers? Okay, great. Thanks.
I had one more.
One more? Oh.
You came up with your name.
Oh, I did.
What does it mean?
It's like Crittercism, and also bugs is in critters. So there's a few different meanings around it.
Cool. Great. Thank you.
Thanks.